They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Hill. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
36. Sammy!
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brees. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The defensive rookie of the year, Marshawn Lattimore, there in coverage for New Orleans.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Easy.
Breeze now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Hey, kill.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sheldon Rankins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Dancing to his left. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down or third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Breeze now on third and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gone!
Throwing is Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
No. Check. Patriot! Gone!
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. It's complete to Grant. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And they'll run it here. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Jackson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And an alley to run. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw is Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. This one complete to Ingram. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Leopard! Leopard! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Set! 319! 319!
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 30 yards there. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing, anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Breeze now on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So thanks to the late touch, the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for the Ravens. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker now to add the point after. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Breeze now. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This will be taken at the 10. He juked him. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon.
Now let's go! 319! 319! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They come out here, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Willie Henry in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Ken Crowley. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Leopard!
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On second down, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He spins free, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go play action now. Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You
mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To throw is Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Watch it now, Barney!
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Breeze, got to have this one. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And the Ravens taking the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. second down. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens add on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Breeze now on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw, it's Breeze. Steps away to his left. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Looking for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Jackson now on 3rd down, being chased out left. And now another one thrown incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. 4th down, here's Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Now a desperation, and now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
Here we go.
That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
We got 4.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They pitch it out to Murray. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Hey. Okay. Okay. Pocket through big day sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to Kudo. You and no chance, you go. Pocket through big day sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to Kudo. You and no chance, you go. Pocket through big day sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you never get the plane calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. I just want the knowledge and the power. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about $1. More money, me more. problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Got it on my own with no help, man. Got 'em. Get it, that's it, in myself, man.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all your points, as a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakisha. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, C-dip. Acrobat with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new. Deliver new. Giving out like check at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakisha. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
My have an all-white ring. Couldn't hit if had ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, extra large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big, like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, I had cornrow. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some tall. Attitude on some. Bankroll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like us after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to Yeah, those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you gotta better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bum mad again. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tell tip rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now.